Junkeez. 3, 2, 1. Wow, Benji,
Let's go.
Hey, do you guys see the vibes right now?
Oh, the vibes.
Do you guys see the back? Got the lighting at Benny, but he was working.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, Animanga Junkeez, we're back. We are back. This is episode 4. Okay, this is just the beginning. We're gonna keep going. It's your boy Fred, Noxious FX, co-host.
It's your boy Casey Silverback, aka Kervs. You already know what time it is. We back. We never left.
It's your boy Brad, aka Bad Liar. That's it. Tell no lies.
It is, and last but not least,
Definitely.
that boy. Listen, this is gonna be a good one.
Benji.
Oh yeah.
Hey, y'all notice Benji put the effects on his? He faded.
No, wait a second. I honestly,
Ben, jazz mine up like that.
I'm not gonna lie.
Nah.
I didn't even know I could do that.
What?
Did you guys
But
see
you
that?
experimented on yours, and I get
no.
the regular effects. I'm out here with a pink.
That's
come
crazy.
on,
His
man.
shit was in 4K too. I
Crazy
seen
work,
that, Ben.
crazy
I seen
work.
that, Ben.
That was crazy.
Crazy
What's
And now
up,
you
guys?
realigning me? That's crazy.
What's up, guys? How you
There we
guys
go.
doing?
There
we
It's
go.
good to
What's up?
see you guys.
Yeah, man.
Back in the studio.
Always.
Episode 4. Hey, I just want to let you guys know you guys are doing fantastic
Thank you,
right
brother. Thank
now.
you, brother.
I knew it from the start. People are gonna love this stuff. So
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
keep it going.
Yes,
go.
sir.
Again, I've been doing my homework. I know last week we talked JJK. I got a little more caught up. So
Yeah.
I know some stuff that we're talking about now,
Let's
but
go.
I'm excited for this week. So
Yes, sir.
let's hear what we're going into.
Yes. So again, I know we still got the big 3, but that's getting pushed back again. Okay, let's gonna push that back. We had Bad Liar had came up with a really good
Yeah.
idea. I'm gonna let go ahead, dog.
Brad, you
you
see
on
that
the
fade real
spot.
quick? Did you
Yeah.
just see that fade?
He
I
got
appreciate
and you
that.
got
You
a
see that
fade,
fade, Brad?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this episode is about we're ranking the arcs of One Piece.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Now,
Let's
there's
get
been
it.
a lot of controversy amongst us.
There was a lot of background
Some of us
conversation.
have
Yes.
some favorites that we won't necessarily bring up.
Yeah.
I brought up Thriller Bark. I won't talk about it. I'm sorry.
Ooh, let's not talk about that again.
But we are
Please.
going, first on the list, we're going to do some honorable mentions. The people who didn't
Okay.
make it, but almost did.
Okay.
Almost.
Okay.
Who you got? I know you got one. I know you want to say one. I don't want to use yours. You can say it.
Sky Pia is my honorable
Wow.
mention.
There we go.
I know people are
There we
gonna
go.
be mad at us for that one.
Ah.
There are people that think like you, Brad. I'm not like. There's people that think Sky P is top 5, bro. I'm not one of them.
No, but
I'm
you-
okay with that being an honorable mention.
Honorable mention for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm okay with
Honorable
that.
mention for
They
sure.
brought it up to me and we talked about it because I argued for it, guys. I argued for it
Yeah.
and I couldn't make it happen.
You
After we came up with the criteria, Fred, what was the criteria again?
Criteria: we have world building and lore. That goes together. Then we have fight scenes, the matchups, all that goes together. And then the last but not least, what was it? It was
Character development.
Character development within the main cast. Okay? The highest score from all of us someone can get on each category is a 3. That is top. So if you get 3, 3, 3 across the board, you get a 9 for one category, that you're maxed out.
And unfortunately, character development and fighting is where Sky Pia came short.
Fell flat, nigga.
The look. All right, it didn't fall flat.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, there was some awesome fights. There's some good fights.
Yeah.
There was one good fight.
There was one good fight.
Yeah.
There was
There we
one
go.
good fight.
Okay.
And the character development was almost, there was none there.
Non-existent,
But
yeah.
the lore and the world building almost carried it.
100%.
All right, so Kervs, I know you got an honorable.
What's your honorable mention?
Whole cake.
God. Whole cake.
Whole Cake Island.
Whole cake's not trying to make a last second run. Is
Listen.
it?
Whole
Are you
Cake
gonna try to
Island.
make a push?
I'm gonna make a push real quick.
Really?
Listen, Whole Cake Island. Brooke
Don't look
stealing
at me
the
because
stealing the pony.
Are you doing that right now?
Yeah, real quick.
For
quick.
5?
I'm a
We're not gonna say what 5 is, but
yeah.
okay. So
Listen,
say
Whole
what's
Cake
your,
Island. So Brooke had his moment. He stole the poneglyphs.
what category is this for?
It doesn't matter. I'm just throwing.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
throwing my
Let's say-
yeah.
or character development.
Yeah,
'cause Brooke's
character
a big
development.
Cat burglar.
Okay.
Okay.
Jinbei,
Okay.
fear or death
Damn.
from Big Mom,
I
and he
remember.
hit her with a judo flip.
I remember.
I'm throwing that out
Did
there.
nothing though. That did nothing.
Doesn't matter. He's still big. He's still judo flipped a Yonko.
That's like saying when. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luffy beat 2 generals. He beat Cracker and Katakuri. And that Katakuri fight, everyone looked at Katakuri as as if he was a unbeatable god within the Whole Cake Island.
Okay. Kervs, I'm gonna ask you a question.
No.
I was about to say, go, yeah. Say
Let me
it
do my
quick. Say
thing.
it, go
Let me do my
Listen,
thing. We
'cause,
got
all right.
Sanji's backstory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We saw Sanji get a couple fights with his brother. He got judged.
Sounds
and he
like
also.
It sounds like you're scrapping for some shit.
I'm
right
scrapping
now.
for a little bit.
That's what it sounds like.
This is an extendo.
It looks like you're scraping right now,
I'm
bro.
I'm scraping. But
Hold-
it didn't make it. It didn't
So-
make it. But it should have been in there.
Okay, so what was the first category? Lore. How much lore or world building did we really get out of Whole Cake?
Not much.
What would you give it?
Get to.
A 2. That's
me being-
generous.
That's
A
me being
2 is a
generous.
stretch.
Yeah,
That's me being
that's generous,
That's me
bro.
being generous,
Guys,
obviously.
for a little bit of backstory here, we also are including the arc before it if there was a precursor arc.
Yep.
So arc.
Ample
yeah.
down to that goes into Marine Ford, stuff
Right.
like that.
So if we're not naming some of your favorite arcs, I just want to let you guys know it's not because those aren't valid. They just might go into a bigger arc.
Correct.
There we go.
Correct.
So as you're saying it,
Listen, Zoe, we found out
the
about
world
names.
building is a 1.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
bad.
Listen, like I said, 2 is being generous.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
it's out. The whole cake's done.
Hey, Whole Cake's done. It's an honorable mention.
I
though.
know, I
It's
get it,
an
I
honorable
get it.
mention.
You said you was trying to make a push for
but
5.
I was.
Okay.
A little bit. It was a weak push.
Yeah,
but it's still a
yeah.
push.
I hear you. I
Hey,
hear
real
you.
So
quick.
push.
So the honorable mentions.
Yeah.
These things are your guys' opinions.
Yes.
Yes.
So these
Yeah.
are just things that we're basically ranking right now.
So
Yeah.
right now it's
a full-
We got together. It was as the panel.
Yeah.
We decided collectively what the top 5 off of those criteria that we built.
Yeah.
That was off screen, obviously.
Wow.
But there are some arcs that we were going back and forth about
Yeah.
that we said, listen, this is the time. If you guys want to make a last second push to try to see if it can
And arcs. I'm sorry. Arcs are.
is like a general story for at the moment. Like right now,
Right.
like the patch face, like that's an arc.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
Right.
Understood.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, so we're basically, you guys got together. You have made a list. Now, are all of your lists?
It's
the same
collective.
list. It's
It's
a-
collective.
It's collective.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Yeah.
guys all
No.
separately
No.
made.
No.
I
We
made
don't got
sure-
enough time
Yeah.
for
I
that.
I made
Yeah.
sure
We don't got enough time for
we
that.
combined them so that way I
100%.
didn't curse them
Okay.
out.
We
too
were on the
much.
phone for a while.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys were
We were on
really
the phone for like an
okay.
hour and a half.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I love that. So basically, this is your guys'. You guys came
Collectively
to
as a group,
collective.
right.
Okay. All right. So I was a little kind of lost where we. So where did we start? We started with the 5th one.
We're gonna start with the 5th.
We
Yeah.
started with the honorable mention.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
This is
That's
like things that almost made the list, but
Correct.
didn't. But like it might be somebody's favorite.
Yeah.
Just like Whole Cake.
Not my
Guys.
favorite, but I thought it should have been in the.
Is
You thought
Okay,
it got hold.
okay,
You thought whole
okay.
cake got hold.
Yeah.
Fred, do you have one?
Honorable mention. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't want to be that guy, but the ones that I thought should be in there are in there. But yeah, like you guys
Ooh.
said, no, only because I have a lot of facts to back up the stuff that we're talking about.
Let's go. Let's
So
go.
I do feel like, I mean,
You feel like the list is good.
I think the list is pretty spot on, bro. I don't know if there's anything.
So
we might have some moments where we think about the list and we have to reorder. But as far as what's on the top 5, I think we're in a good spot.
So with that said, are you comfortable with naming the 5, or do you want to let Brad go in there with what
So
I think his real 5th pick was gonna be?
Let's start that.
Oh,
I
no.
told you let's start. I said let's start
at
that.
this point, guys, hear me out. Because when I start this off,
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's recency bias. At number 5, we have Egghead Island.
Yes,
There we
sir.
go.
Yes, sir.
Based off the criteria that I don't want to say they.
Okay.
We based Egghead
There we go.
There we go. Collective.
collectively.
There you go.
Yes.
Now remember,
Don't
we have
single
3
us out.
basic criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One is world building. We gave Egghead a 3.
Perfect score.
Yeah.
We
Perfect
got-
score for
Because
100%.
remember, world building also consists of the lore that came out of Egghead. Out of Egghead, we learned a lot about Joy Boy. We learned about what was the giant robot's name?
Emmett.
Emmett, yeah.
We learned about Emmett. We learned about the Gorosei and their
Yeah.
abilities.
Learned about
The special
Kuma.
hockey that's very like
Correct.
tranquil.
Yeah.
You don't feel any killing intent from it.
Animosity.
Yeah.
So we learned so much from this arc. However, where we got to the fights, we realized there was we saw now a lot of new abilities.
Yeah.
From the Gorosei specifically.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't see an actual one-on-one. Like, we saw
Yeah.
one-on-one, but it was like Lucci and Luffy. And at this point, Lucci
That was a
can't
two-shot.
hang
That was a
with
That
two
was
shot.
probably the longest
Yeah.
drawn out.
Yeah,
Like
but
out
that
of
wasn't
the
even
whole arc.
that wasn't even really that drawn out.
Yeah, correct.
that and the S-Hawk and S-Shark and
Yeah.
S-Boa.
Those are kind of cool. That was kind of cool just
Yeah.
to see. It was cool to see
Yeah.
it, but
But they
like
were
you
an
said,
actual knockdown,
Correct,
drag-out fights.
correct.
So we gave it a 2.
Yeah,
There was some interesting moments, but not big moments.
yeah.
And then what did we give the overall character development? Because I think we gave
It
it
was
a
a
1.
very low. It was a very low score. I remember that. That was the one thing that that put
I
it
think
back.
I maybe scored it
I
a
could
2
tell you-
or
I could
1.
tell you.
Maybe because just for me it was basically we got a lot of off-screen stuff. It wasn't like any big like
Egghead got a
moments.
1 from every single one of us.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
you're
I
right.
agree with that. I don't want to change anything. Like what we talked about last night, I was
Yeah.
cool with it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I was cool with that.
So what would you thinking about it now? What would you give Egghead for fights?
Listen, I was the only one that leaned. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I thought the fights were fire.
they were fire fights, but what we
Correct.
were
I know what
thinking,
you're-
yeah,
I think it did enough to get more than what we gave it. I'm okay with what we gave it,
yeah.
but I do. Bro, but
Why you want to switch up?
It's
I'm
not-
thinking that the fights, they were either one shots or nobody actually lost.
That's what I was saying last
yeah,
night.
yeah, but they were. I'm saying, but there were a lot of fights.
Yeah,
bro.
but
there were
to
a lot
me-
of different. Like, would you rather see less, more drawn out fights, or would you see shorter but way more altercations? Because I know we don't know. Are we still counting? We're not counting the Law versus Blackbeard. We're not counting Garp. Like,
Those are skirmishes to me.
but that still falls in the arc.
Yeah, but to me,
Those were huge.
to
Those
me,
fights were
I
huge.
think the whole reason for Egghead was to be a precursor for Elbath, which is going to be the next
Of
one.
course, yeah, I know.
And it was to
Answer
kind of come, answer questions,
Yeah.
one, and to come full circle about, all right, this is a completely different Straw Hat crew. Because what we saw at Sabodi when Kuma pulled up and we saw all these different interactions, all these skirmishes,
Yeah.
they couldn't hang. Now they can hang. The Marine, listen, the government sent everything they could at them, and they still managed to
For
get
the
out of
most
there.
part, they were laughing about it too.
Yeah, it was
I
a
get
joke.
it.
It was a joke. It's a different crew now.
But at the end of the day, I watched Luffy bitch slap Kizaru.
He
But
bitch slapped him.
It wasn't
exactly.
It
That's
wasn't
what we're saying.
a major fight though.
Yeah,
So,
it was a skirmish. It was a
I
quick
hear
little.
you.
Yeah.
Again,
So
I just wanted to throw those arguments
Yeah.
out. I think the fighting
based on what we just said though,
yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. I 1000%
Yeah.
hear you.
Kervs,
I wanted to try again.
Listen,
You know what I
it-
mean? I wanted to try
listen,
again.
Kervs, what do you get the number down?
I'm okay with it being at 5. I'm okay with it.
All right, guys. The only reason why I keep asking Kervs is because he's the only one I can sway in this. I can tell that he's slightly thinking about it because Fred is dead set.
I'm
I
dead set.
have Alabasta at 5.
Oh my goodness.
we don't have time for that.
Oh, no. Oh, I got time.
I
I got
say-
time.
Alabasta was an amazing arc, and I said it to you earlier. The thing is, what we've seen from Alabasta to what we've seen now, and what the current One Piece world is, it's night and day.
But
It was great at the time, but right now, what we've seen with
I know your
Haki and all-
argument though.
I get it. I know where he's coming from. I get
Different
it.
times.
It's a different time.
That's a fair argument.
Yeah, it's a different,
different
time.
times isn't a fair argument because to me,
No,
I said,
I'm saying like you were saying like you can't like as far as the animations you can't do that because it looks obviously it's gonna look better right now than it's gonna.
No,
look
I'm not even looking at the
even if
visuals
it's
of
not
it.
animation, you gotta think about Alabasta gave us moments that stuck with One Piece
Yeah.
up until recently.
You gotta
the
give it-
X
you
on
gotta
the
give it some.
hand- The X on the hand when everybody told Vivi you're still a part of the crew. Big moment. Stop it.
Vivi, no one gave a shit about Vivi
No,
until
listen,
she started
we
popping.
did.
Until
Big
she
Mo-
started
listen.
popping. Hey Ben, let me tell you something. Nobody gave a shit about Vivi until
No,
she
we
started
did.
popping
You
recently.
hating
Yeah.
now.
She started.
You hating.
I'm not hating. You didn't. Did you? When did you guys ever have a conversation about One Piece and be like, oh, I wonder what Vivi's doing?
I've never had that in my
Until
head.
she popped back up. That's the only time.
I never even heard of her.
Hey,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
But go. No, I hear you. I
No.
hear you. I hear you. Go ahead.
It's pivotal
continue.
moments,
I
but
need more.
it's
It's
there's
the
a
first
lot
time
Let
of
him go. Let him go. The
First time
Vivi-
I met Porcus DX. The Vivi moment. You have the moment where Luffy beats his first Shubaki. We first see the first time we see a Logia.
That's big. See, that I'll give you.
The first
Ace,
time we see
I
a
love
Logia
Ace.
fruit.
Ace turned into a donut before the time skip, so that's not holding enough. That's not holding enough weight for me.
I'm not doing this
So
long. I listen.
Give me another one, Brad. Come on.
You got. So you said he took out one
Shubaki.
of the Shubaki.
The first time we see a Logia fruit.
Okay.
The first poneglyph.
Okay.
We get Robin. We meet Robin, who is a big part. If you think she's a critical part about the end of One Piece, only because she's the only one who can read the poneglyph.
She's the key to the team. Okay.
The Nefertiti
So that's
family.
4.
Are they not valid now? Because don't we think Emu's a part of it? The Nefertiti, they're not big. Oh, okay.
That's a big point. That's a big point. Go ahead.
Because didn't they give up their? I'm
You're
just saying.
making
Bro,
making valid points.
Brad, do you want me to tell you the stuff that's going on in Egghead again? Do we have to talk about the shit that was going on in Egghead,
I think this
bro?
is a precursor, though. What I'm saying is
We learned about the Mother Flame. We saw they actually used one of the.
Explain the Mother Flame.
Bro, I don't know what the Mother Flame does. All I know is but that's how One Piece is.
But that's
It's
Oda.
very
That's
vague.
Oda's writing.
All we know is it powers the ancient weapons. We saw them allegedly use an ancient weapon for the first. We watched them disappear. They disappeared.
Island. A whole
They
continent.
unalived a whole continent before us.
With what? An ancient weapon?
What we think
Allegedly.
might be
What was the first time we learned about an ancient weapon, Fred?
That's real. Now imagine here they're using it now.
Yeah.
Okay, but
We watched them use it now.
But what's the first
Then
time
we learned about. We
it?
saw Joy Boy We saw Joy Boy in a still silhouetted,
When we learned about Joy
but
Boy.
he talked. We saw him. He actually has a voice now.
In Egghead, we got a glimpse of God Valley. Don't do that.
We got a lot in Egghead, bro.
Don't do that.
I'm
You talking about
just-
Poneglyph? These guys walking with
everything
3 of
you're
them bitches in
saying
their pocket.
started at Alabasta.
I get
listen.
it. But we're talking about the amount of world building. That's how we're. It's not so much like if it's a valid point, that's one. Another valid point, that's one.
Okay.
If you're stacking them, you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was gonna say,
Sorry.
I think.
I apologize.
I think
No, you don't gotta apologize.
I think that was
That's
good.
what we're here for.
I think you
Okay.
guys both made some. I think, but you collectively, you guys came together and you put. What is that
Egghead.
number
Right.
5? I need to hear. I need to
With
hear
the
more.
5.
Yeah,
Okay,
let
so
me hear
we talked
some more.
a little bit. We talked
And
a little bit about Egghead. If y'all boys want to talk,
Listen.
go ahead, Ben. What were you gonna say?
No. I was gonna say let's just keep because I want to hear.
Yeah,
You wanna hear?
I
Yeah.
feel like that 4 and 5 and 6 is the hardest one.
Yeah.
So
to
I'm
close
excited to kind of hear.
see what the
Listen.
next.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one, if you guys are ready for this,
So we're going straight. We're doing 4.
going
We're gonna do
4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
We already talked about
Listen.
5. Okay.
Enies Lobby, baby.
Enies Lobby was huge.
Enies Lobby is huge. Listen, you have Luffy
Yeah.
introducing 2 transformations, Gear 2 and Gear 3, right?
That's never happened.
Never happened. We never saw him
happened
do
again.
that.
Yeah.
2, we have pretty much everybody getting 1v1s.
Yeah.
Big 1v1s.
solid.
Sanji got a big 1v1. Zoro got a big one. We got to see Chopper actually.
I was about to say.
Yeah, Chopper got a dub.
Chopper got off.
Big dub.
Chopper got off.
We saw Luffy face off against Usopp, and then Usopp comes back.
Not Usopp.
Okay, we see a new crew member,
Named Sogi King.
Sogi King,
Different guy.
from Sniper Island.
Yeah, he's cool. I fuck with Sogi King.
There were so many pivotal moments of Enies Lobby.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So for that argument that we went back to earlier
Yeah.
with Alabasta, Enies Lobby it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But there's more meat and potatoes to it.
For you to put on top.
Yeah.
Not even just that, bro. That was the first time that, if you remember, that was the first time that they really became like a target for it. They always looked at the Straw Hats as like they're these
they're
fake pretender pirates. They're blah blah blah, bro. Sogi King sniped that fucking flag, bro.
It was coming out party.
Come on, bro.
For you to burn the world government flag, nobody does that shit.
You're declaring war. You're declaring war
Yeah.
with the world government.
I think we knew Enies Lobby had to be in the
Yeah,
top.
has to.
Everyone knows.
We
Everyone knows.
disputed 5 and 6,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
Enies Lobby was one of those ones where it had
Yeah.
to be a lock.
We just have to find out
It
where it was
is-
gonna fit.
It is I think it was like the battle portion of it. Like, you know how they always have like a tournament arc and everything?
Yeah.
I felt like this is almost a tournament arc. That's what I had the
Yeah.
feeling. behind it.
1000%.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you
That
mean.
energy it carried. So we gave it a 3 in fights, obviously.
Yeah, perfect score.
100%.
Yes.
Perfect score. What was the world? Not so much. It wasn't so much world. I think we gave. It
I
got
think
a
character
1.
development we gave everybody 3s.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
got perfect in 2
Yeah.
categories.
Yeah,
It was the
100%.
fighting and the character development, and then it was like a 1 across the board for the world
the
building. But
world
that's
building.
fine. I'm kind
Bro,
of cool
that
with
was the first time we saw Sanji put flames on his feet.
Was that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the first time.
but like classic Sanji fights, they ended one hit.
Yeah, he be slapping.
He slaps, bro. When he gets to that pivotal moment, he's like, all right, I'm about to take you out.
Like,
And then,
Zoro be having to slash people for days.
That's a lie.
But-
That Zoro be the one.
nah,
one
that
time-
that fight with Kaku,
One-
he was.
Yeah, everybody
That
was
was a
sweating.
long fight.
Everyone sweated. That was a sweat.
He sweated
That's part of the, that's part of the arc, bro. We
He
saw
sweated,
Zoro for
yeah.
the first time. He did the oh god, how do I forget the name of the attack, bro?
Which attack was it? 3-sword style though,
The
right?
three, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
Onigiri?
Was it
Not the onigiri, bro. When the shit he did to Kaido, bro.
Oh, the dragon one.
Not the dragon, bro. When he has three
Ashura
sides,
demon?
the
Ashura?
the
The Ashura?
Ashura, bro.
Yeah, that was the first time.
That
he did
first time he
Ashura.
did that shit,
That
bro.
was the first time. 3 faces.
Ashura was crazy.
3 faces.
Okay, listen. The fights are a 3.
Yeah.
Fights are 3,
The
bro.
only reason why it's only number 4
yeah,
is
it's-
because we have another battle arc, almost tournament
Ooh.
style,
Ooh.
in the infamous but dangerous Marineford.
Ugh.
Marineford was nasty. It was nasty
Yeah.
work. So some of you guys might be like, bro, Marineford is supposed to be 1. Like I even talked to my little
Nah.
brother. My little brother's like, nah, Marineford got to be 1, bro.
I don't think so. We'll get there.
We'll explain it.
Yeah,
We'll explain it.
we'll get
Marineford's at 3. So the first one is the world building. There's a lot of world building, but
Yeah.
what would we give it, like a 2? I could check right now. I'm pretty sure it didn't get a perfect score for world
No,
building.
I think fighting for sure. It got a 3.
It was fighting. It got a perfect score,
Yeah.
and the character development
Yeah,
got a perfect
bro.
score.
Listen, we
That's
learned.
what it was.
This was the first time we actually got to see a Yonko let loose.
Yeah. Yanko.
When you see Whitebeard
Oh,
start
yeah,
throwing
yeah,
sea
yeah.
quakes everywhere, I was like, oh come on,
Yeah,
this is what we were waiting for.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So if you guys are keeping track, we gave Marineford a 3 on fights,
Yeah.
a 3 on character development,
Yeah.
but a 1
World.
in
Well,
world building.
yeah, we didn't learn
Now,
much. We didn't
do
learn
you
much.
see how that's comparable
Yeah.
to Eni's Lobby?
Yeah.
They were basically the same arc for us when
Very
we talked
tough.
about it.
Yeah,
Very tough.
It was tough. It was
All
tough.
fights, all hands,
Yeah.
all the time,
Yeah.
which is what we love about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so
why they're
we
so high.
had to have a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fred
Yeah.
introduced the tiebreaker for these, and the only reason why I focus on these two together is because these two went hand in hand.
Yeah. For sure.
I love a tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker, I believe the tiebreaker was which one was just like bad. Which did you enjoy more? Like when you
Yeah,
watched it, like what did
yeah,
you enjoy more?
yeah.
Like, I don't get me wrong, Ennie's Lobby was lit. I enjoyed Ennie's Lobby, bro. Everybody had
Everybody enjoys in this lobby.
bro. But there, if you guys remember, bro, the shit was different, man.
Yeah.
The shit was different with Marineford, bro.
There
you
was a-
really
Can I call Cap?
you call cap on what the
Kervs,
fields?
because Kervs, remember I led y'all down the wrong way initially on this
Bro,
conversation.
you threw out Thriller Bark out of nowhere
Thriller
too.
Bark.
We're not
No,
gonna
we're
talk
not
about
gonna
that.
No, but
Let's
remember,
regroup. Let's regroup.
no, remember
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Eni's Lobby, I had y'all like thinking that Eni's Lobby was really it.
Yeah, Ennie's Lobby was the
It,
shit.
no, Indian lobby was great, but you have to remember for Marineford, we saw Ace. There was
Stop
so many
using my
different
arguments against me.
It is true, but there were so many
Sure.
different moments where you're like this. Oh,
I want to
Ace
see
is
where
gonna
he's
live.
going with this. Are you trying to make a Uno reverse right now?
That's what I'm doing, and Kerr starting to take it. Kerr's using the
yeah.
points
I
I
think that's
used
what he's trying to do. I
yesterday.
think that's what he's trying to do.
No,
Go,
but
go.
No,
let
go
me
ahead,
hit it.
go
Let me
ahead,
hit it.
go
Let me
ahead,
hit
go
it.
ahead.
Because initially I told I was making a case for Eni's Lobby, right?
Yeah.
Eni's
and I
Lobby,
was like,
correct.
oh my God, this was so amazing. And then I started to think about it, mid talk with him, and I was like, but wait, Ace literally died.
He
That was
died,
tough.
bro.
That was tough.
We saw Whitebeard shake the world up.
Yes,
I think
we got to see the top 3 of the Marines.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
loose,
yeah.
bro. We
talk
saw
about that.
we
Kerr.
saw
Yeah,
Shank,
I
we
would
saw
say.
Shanks pull up and be like, "Yo, stop."
Yeah.
And everyone froze. Bro, we saw Ben Beckman pull up on Barcelona, who we saw Barcelona that whole fight, one-shotting people. And he said, you got me.
we saw the admirals. We got to see the admirals let
Bro.
loose. Well, we saw 2 in particular really
Yeah.
let loose. We saw Akainu let loose, and we saw
Aokiji.
Aokiji. Kizaru didn't really do much.
Kizaru was kind of just
lazy-
around shooting laser beams.
lazy
He's a
motherfucker.
sloth.
I
He's a
like
sloth.
that about Kizaru.
Yeah.
But he's a
He's
sloth.
not-
I get it. He's a sloth. I love the guy.
Yeah.
But he didn't, like, compared to what Aokiji...
until Egghead.
Until Egghead.
When he got slapped.
Yeah,
He got-
but the thing is, like, Marineford, there was so many different emotional. You're here, then you're here, then you're here, then you're here,
yeah.
bro. We saw
You throw
we
Impo
saw,
down
like-
in there, you mix that up.
Yeah, it's so many different pivotal moments. We saw Ace almost get saved 3 or 4 times. We saw Sengoku put Garp down, and Garp's crying.
We saw.
Think about, I'm gonna put a hole in Icano.
Marine
Garp,
if
Ford.
Garp was
stop
scared of
me.
that. Garp was scared of that nigga. I kind of.
Marine Ford.
I don't think so.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're
Marine
not
Ford.
gonna we're not gonna go
No,
there.
but Marine Ford was So I honestly see the separation between Eni's Lobby and Marine Ford.
Yeah.
And Marine Ford,
We
bro.
got that I want to live portion in
Yes.
Eni's Lobby, but we got that I deserve to live with Ace, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
So
killed
like
himself. That was
the
kamikaze.
emotional-
Yeah.
Oh man, I still wish he wouldn't have turned around and went back.
Why he go? Someone
It's
left
his
a
little
comment.
brother, bro.
Someone left a comment on the Ace video and said,
They thought it was a running joke.
No, bro. They said this guy Ace literally after all the shit that the Whitebeard pirates sacrificed, everything that they did.
Yeah.
They said Ace went back and got himself killed over a dad joke. I couldn't believe it, bro. I lost it when I seen that comment, bro.
What year was that when that came out? Because no, I thought the exact same thing. I said they did
Bro.
all this. I would be pissed at Ace if I was somebody who went to go save him.
Way to crap on your dad's like.
Bro, that whole fleet is gone.
Yeah, yeah.
There's remnants of it that have been beaten up by the Blackbeards, beaten up by the Marine. They're
Decimated.
just that whole crew's a running joke now.
They're
See,
decimated.
at this
Yeah.
point, and that's why we ranked it
Yeah, a
ahead
lot
of the others.
A lot went down. A lot went down.
That's why we ranked it number 3, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we saw there's a lot of things. We could talk for that. Blackbeard showing up.
Blackbeard, we learned that he could have 2 fucking devil. What the fuck?
Yeah,
2
that was
devil
big.
fruits.
Yeah, that was big.
We didn't know that was a thing. And then we saw his crew because he picked up some more guys. That was big.
From Impel down.
From Impel down.
Yeah.
I thought Impel.
Impel down
Okay,
leads, it leads
listen.
into Marine Ford.
Before
Bleeds
we
in.
before we go
Bleeds
down
in.
the rabbit hole,
Yeah.
let's go number 2. This was a big
shit.
debate between the 3 of us, big time.
What was it?
Oh,
It was,
so
it was
number-
Dressrosa.
This was my
Wow.
number 1. This was my number 1.
This was
This is
Brad's
Brad's
number
number
one. Yeah.
one.
This was a long argument because Dressrosa, compared to what we have at number 1, it's for me it's like hand in hand.
I
So,
think people
just-
know though if we didn't base that
Yeah.
number 2 though,
yeah,
Fred.
yeah. It's BT. Listen, I just want to say one thing. Number 1 and number 2 both got the same score.
Yeah. It was,
They both got the same.
okay.
Yeah,
they,
both
got
got the
they
same
both got perfect scores.
perfect scores.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dressrosa was a big.
So
thing.
that one really, we were going back and forth on that one. We were going back and forth on that one.
One for me, my favorite part of Dressrosa was
Dressrosa was huge.
Dofi. Doflamingo was like one of the greatest
Carried.
villains I've ever
He-
seen in my life.
Doflamingo carried, and that not even in a back, like he carried that arc.
Yeah, bro.
There's
Listen,
a lot of good shit going on. He was good.
his backstory, you see, because one thing we always talk about is celestial dragons, and we find out that Dofi was a actual celestial dragon and who fell from heaven.
Fallen angel.
What are celestial dragons for the people? who
So
don't
for
know?
everyone who doesn't know, celestial dragons are pretty much they're rich, they're the powerful, they're the most powerful beings in the One Piece verse, and people hate them.
Highest on the totem pole.
Yeah.
There's a hierarchy. These guys don't get touched.
They're
They
slave
are the-
drivers. If you touch a celestial dragon, you're pretty much going to die.
sentence.
Yeah, it's a death sentence.
The top 1%.
Yeah, the
of One
the
Piece.
Marines are gonna send everything they have at you just to make an example of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
The
get the full
entire-
force of the world
The,
government.
correct. The entire world government.
Yeah.
They protect the celestial dragons.
Damn. So they're pretty
They're
Yeah.
They're really untouchable.
untouchable.
Yeah,
Untouchable.
they consider themselves gods.
yeah.
Really?
If that
How
makes
many?
sense.
Is it like a whole?
The
It's a
just
whole
different
tribe of them,
families,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
and like to figure out that Doflamingo, this amazing villain that you're seeing,
Yeah.
and you see his backstory, you feel for him.
Yeah.
You see
you
why he
starting to
went.
root for him.
Yeah,
You do.
So for Dressrosa, here is the reason why I ranked it number 1. We got to see the return
Well,
of
number
Sabo.
two, number
Oh,
two.
sorry. This is why
Yeah.
I
Well, he-
ranked
Yeah,
it.
well, yeah,
he-
yeah, yeah,
he-
yeah,
Which
that's
is
right,
the
that's right,
point
that's
of
right.
contention.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
said, we all came up with these lists and we all end up
Yeah.
agreeing.
Yeah.
They swayed me in the end, guys, but
Yeah.
I fought for Dressrosa.
Yeah.
No,
I was with you for a little bit.
it was close.
It was an open.
Yeah.
Listen, that one for 1 and 2 was open conversation because they got the same score, and like we really had to hear it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? What makes what better?
What was your argument,
But
Brad?
go.
Again?
Dressrosa had the introduction of the Straw Hat Fleet,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
is
Yeah.
a
Huge.
huge.
That's a
For
huge
the
jump.
straw hat.
Cavendish.
Yeah, we got to see Cavendish. Trafalgar D. Law.
Yeah.
How do
It's
y'all
not-
say
not a
Trafalgar D. Waterlaw.
Trafalgar D. Waterlaw.
Yeah, we
finally
find
got his revenge
Yeah.
That was huge.
against Doflamingo.
We got his backstory.
We got his backstory.
Mm.
What
You might
was
shed
it?
a tear for that
Exactly. What was Doflamingo's brother's name?
Oh shit.
Y'all flagrant.
You
I
put
wanna
me on-
say-
you put me on the spot. Is it
For
a C? It got to start with a C.
it's
Continue,
Kuzan.
keep-
It's the same thing, but it starts with a C.
Corazon.
Corazon. My heart.
Dang, I
Corazon.
guess I'm the real.
My
yeah.
heart.
Corazon.
Corazon.
So we got to see the backstory based upon
Yeah.
this man who basically protected Law his
Yeah.
whole life, and we got to see his revenge finally. We got to see the redemption of Bellamy. We got to see the return.
Bellamy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, there was a lot of moments.
Bellamy was disrespected in that One Piece.
We got to
boy.
see the introduction of Fujitora.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
huge.
The return of
was huge.
Sabo, Luffy's
Yeah,
long
that
lost
was
brother.
Who we thought was dead for years.
I thought that nigga was
Guys,
dead.
the more we talk about it, I was
No,
just
yeah,
like,
and see that Sabo moment is so pivotal because when you realize that Luffy just lost Ace 2 years prior,
Yeah.
and him thinking I have no more brothers left, and to see the reaction on his face
Yeah, that
when he
reaction
realized
was
who
crazy.
Sabo that was Sabo in that gladiator pit,
Yeah.
bro, chills.
Yeah,
I
that
still
shit
have I have goosebumps right now thinking about it.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I hear you.
we
I hear
get
you.
to see the tournament arc, the only tournament
Yeah.
arc in One Piece
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
Luffy
Lucy.
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 Lucy
He's
wins the
crazy.
tournament to win his brother's fruit
Yeah.
and give it to his other almost deceased brother, almost maybe.
Kinda.
No,
He
no,
didn't
Sabo
necessarily.
Sabo
win.
was
Sabo
one. Yeah,
won it,
Sabo won
but
it.
it's because Lucy.
Yeah,
backed
yeah.
out. We
It
knew
was Lucy
was
won
gonna-
the devil fruit.
Yeah.
We got to see
Whichever Lucy it was at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time.
the man with the cone head who Garp originally
Don,
broke his
Don,
head.
what's his name? Don, bro. I
Don
know-
Jinja.
Don Jinja, bro.
Yeah.
But
Guys,
his kids are part of his Luffy's fleet too now.
and weren't
Bro,
they?
it was a lot of stuff.
They're
It was a
strong. They're
lot.
strong. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit that happened in Dressrosa, bro.
Yeah.
We watched not just Zoro but Sabo square off with Fujitoro too.
We
Yeah.
saw a lot of good
And
fights.
Yeah.
he squared off with Blackbeard's first mate.
We saw Gear 4.
Yeah.
We saw the first awakened Paramecia.
Yeah. The Flamingo.
Yeah, the Flamingo shit was awakened.
He put strings everywhere.
Yeah.
And didn't he have Conqueror's Arc, his first Conqueror's Arc fight?
Nah, he didn't.
No,
he didn't
but
have
we-
advanced.
he
He,
didn't
had
have
Conqueror's.
Not advanced,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
said Conqueror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
First
yeah,
Conqueror's fight.
yeah.
Yep. We learned a lot about Conqueror's
Hockey in general.
Yeah. We
Ho-
learned a
that
lot.
was
We
like
learned a
the
lot.
first time we actually really got to see hockey let loose.
Not even just that. Bless you. Not even just that, but like the reasoning behind bless you. The reasoning behind not advanced, but like Conqueror's hockey and like the type of person that you need to be to get
The
Conqueror's
will
hockey,
and everything like
which
that.
is a huge thing.
Yeah.
by the
Bro,
way.
we got a lot of
I listen.
shit
I
out of
fuck
that.
with it. I like it. I
In
like it.
character development, we
Character
got the
development.
redemption of Bellamy.
Yeah.
We got,
But main
like
cast.
I said, Law developed as a person. 'cause
Yeah.
he finally
I
got
loved
that.
him after that.
Exactly.
Loved that guy after
Flamingo developed. Oh, and he didn't develop. He's still.
Bro,
Doflamingo.
but it made us. Doflamingo was like one of those few. Every once in a while in an anime, you get a character who's a villain that you might root for. Like you're
Who
like,
transcends?
Jiren.
yeah,
Who's a better villain?
Jiren's not a villain.
Who's a better villain?
Here we go. Who are
Oh,
who? Who are
man.
who?
Okay.
Who are
No,
who?
we're not.
Who are
we'll,
who?
after we name number one, we'll talk about this.
Okay, yeah, I'll get into that.
I see where you're getting.
I'll get into that
so,
for sure.
so with that being said,
I'll get into that for sure.
With that being said, our
Oh,
number
God.
one pick, and this was it was unanimous, but there was a little fight for it.
For sure.
Wano.
has to.
Yeah, Wano has to be number one.
Wano has,
It has
to be number one, bro. I'll drop some.
Yeah, throw the hot
bro,
takes out there.
Listen, we watched Luffy for the first something that was supposed to be impossible. We watched him defeat a young. We're talking about the preparation it took for them to get to this point. The time it took us to get to that point.
Yeah.
We watched him take out Kaido, bro. Kaido, they said Oda himself said in a 1v1,
He could beat everybody.
he beats that. Put your money on
Yeah.
Kaido.
Yeah.
Luffy beat that motherfucker,
So
bro.
because he got jumped.
No.
No.
And no, don't
You-
do that. Do not do that.
We got that. We got Luffy died. Luffy died,
So he lost.
but he came back.
But listen, all MCs have lost
bro,
1v1s in the past. It happened.
Dressrosa, Law was running around with Luffy on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, but he wasn't dead.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
But
Wait,
that's how strong Kaido was.
Yeah.
Real
But
quick. So wait, Brad. So you were convinced though?
No.
So what-
I thoroughly agree with that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I agree.
He messing
Oh,
with
okay.
us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I agree to a certain extent. I still think there's a case for Dressrosa.
There is.
And
there
I think
is.
it's very
There will
close.
always be a case.
I
There will
think it's
always-
very close.
There will
Yeah.
always be a case.
So my thing with Wano is I loved the fights.
Yeah.
And I think the fights were amazing
Yeah.
with the big three.
Yeah, what the character development when you put the
And
fights.
Not even
and
just the big three, bro.
You're gonna include Big Mom and Kid in there.
yeah,
Well,
You
I
have
didn't-
to.
Kid
You have
and,
to.
and,
I
and
didn't
Law,
care.
bro. The fact
Come
that
on.
the fact that we got to see Kid and Law, there was 2 Yonkus taken down. So with that being
You can't
said,
dismiss that.
this changed the whole platform for a One Piece world at
Yeah.
that time. They had to like this. This was a big pivotal moment, bro.
That's
Oh,
just
wake
one of
y'all
them.
up.
That's
These
just
guys
one of
were
them.
these guys were part of the supernovas.
Yeah, yeah.
This was the supernovas coming out party.
Worst
essentially.
generation.
Yeah.
Took out 2
Alright.
of the Yonko. What else?
I want to get y'all. I just want to get
Go
y'all.
go go
just
go
said it,
go
right?
go go
go.
go.
Good question.
Yeah.
Are Law and Kid not Gara and Shikamaru?
No,
Lion
don't do
King.
that.
Nah, that's
Don't
cap.
do that.
That's cap. I'm
For
calling
you to
cap
put
on
Law
that.
and Shikamaru in the same, no, Law can fight.
That's cap.
Law can fight. No, you don't
Law-
ever
Law's
do that
like,
again.
Law's like,
What happened to Law when he fought again? The next, right after that.
Bro, he was boxing
Against
with
another
Blackbeard.
young-
Bro, he was boxing with Blackbeard for a little bit.
But everybody bought boxes with Blackbeard.
but he didn't really do nothing.
He
Everybody-
was boxing with him for a little. Don't do y'all boys don't
He
do that.
tapped him.
Guys,
Listen, my boy Law stood on business.
He put belt to
It's
ass on
because
that
Brad
nigga.
here.
his crew is soft. The only good one in there is Beppo.
Yeah.
Brad here. Quick question: Who has Blackbeard beat wholeheartedly without any effort? He always struggles against everybody. So no, Law
Not
might
struggle. Don't say struggle.
Here you go. Here goes the
think
argument.
about every fight he ever fought.
But he didn't struggle with Law.
Think,
He did not struggle with Law.
So he
Law
easily
got a
beat Law.
$3 billion
He's talking about
bounty.
S-Hawk. He's talking about S-Hawk, I think.
He didn't struggle with S-Hawk.
That's why they
He was shook. He was shook by S-Hawk. He
So-
didn't expect him to be that strong,
so-
but he
Yeah.
didn't. He
He
didn't
struggled with
what I'm
Struggle
that.
with
saying,
him.
so Blackbeard didn't struggle with Law.
with Law. No, I wouldn't.
So
say
it was an easy beat.
Was it an easy beat? Blackbeard against Law
Yeah.
for Blackbeard for sure.
Okay, so he's weak. So he had to jump Big Mom. So that really
Well,
was
yeah,
a
well,
relevant
that-
fight.
well, that-
okay, then that's what I'm
But
saying.
it doesn't make it.
Cool,
It
thank you.
doesn't say it's a bad fight. That doesn't say it's a bad fight.
I
That
think
was
it
a
was a
good
great
fight.
fight.
That
It was
was
a
a
good
good
fight.
fight between
We're
Law
arguing
and
about Wano. Let's not go to things after Wano. All
No,
I'm
no,
saying
no, no. I'm
is-
saying in Wano, that fight was a great. I
Yeah.
believe that fight was a great fight.
It's a pivotal moment.
Kid versus Law was a huge. Kid and Law versus Big Mom was a huge
That was
fight.
big.
but
That's
I'm
your
also
opinion.
that's me. I like Sanji versus Queen almost.
I love that fight.
I think
That was fine. I hate Sanji.
it was more moral than anything. I think Sanji's never gotten a fight where it's like really blow for blow, but more of a morality fight, and I hate that.
I think
That
for,
fight was blow for blow. You don't think that fight was a blow for blow fight? Even though Sanji was
No, I
walking
think he
around
could
like
easily whip Queen
he,
if you really
right,
think
but
about
at that time he was saying this for me. I love that moment because this was Sanji's big power up.
Yeah.
He got the exoskeleton. He got
Yep.
the increased healing on. He's essentially Wolverine now.
And that's another one of my problems. Sanji's power ups were all things that we really can't see. It's like,
That's true.
he's faster and he's got an exoskeleton. I'm just
He
like,
got blue. He got blue
he
flames
got blue
now.
flames.
He got blue flames.
That's
But,
y'all
like-
nigga. I don't know about
Bro,
but
listen,
Zoro shit was
listen,
different.
listen,
at
the
Wano.
next-
Now I know Zoro shit was different.
Listen.
He got a new
They call him.
sword.
They call him Blackleg. They call him Blackleg for a reason.
Yeah.
The next thing we're gonna see is Black Flames. I'm putting that out there now.
Man,
And plus, we know
Alright,
that Zoro don't like nothing
nigga
black.
like that.
That's why his sword ain't black yet. No, I'm joking.
listen. Let me tell you guys something about Zoro. That fight is.
Between
We're
him and
talking,
King.
bro.
Yeah.
That shit was.
Yeah.
It's funny how he only got Conqueror's Haki when he got another dude's sword. That's crazy.
Oh my god! You need to be able to use that shit, though. You gotta use that
but-
shit. You
no,
gotta know what you're doing with
I'm
it.
with you, Frey. I'm with you. That fight, especially when it was animated.
And you got Pluton. Then we found out what's it called?
We saw Odin's backstory.
We saw Odin's dad still alive. He was
Yeah.
just hiding out. That nigga's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
He's crazy for that
Bro,
one.
but Wano had so many. Listen, one moment I'm gonna bring up.
Go ahead.
Okay.
If you talk about the smile, if you talk about the village with
Listen,
the smile fruit,
listen.
bro, I'm walking off.
So Ben, one thing you're gonna have to when you get there. So in
this
Wano,
is
there
a
was
part
this
of the
thing.
lore?
This is this
What?
thing called
part
the
of the
smile
world
fruit,
building?
right? So all these
Kurz,
people.
what is it? Where are you putting this? Is this part of world building?
Yes, 100%, bro. This
That
is
is
this is an emotional. Okay, listen. There's these people that this is how bad Kaido was. Kaido had this whole country starving for food, and the only thing that they could eat were these malfunction devil fruits.
The devil fruits, but they're fucked up. They didn't
Yeah.
work. They were just shit. So they just throw it to them. It was trash essentially. But they had nothing else to eat.
Yeah. So the thing was, all these people had, because of the devil fruit that they ate, the only thing they can do is smile.
They were defective.
Yeah, they're defective. All they can do is smile. So you see them smiling from ear to ear. And
That's creepy.
tears,
That's
tears,
creepy.
listen, tears running down their eyes.
Because they're
in
so
sad
hungry.
moments.
But you just see them smiling, bro.
There's a little girl. There's this moment. You see this little girl.
If you talk about Yasue, I'm out of here.
Listen, her dad is dead, like dying, right? And you see her shaking her father, and these tears are running down her eyes, and it's such a big moment. And then you just see her. The only thing you can remember is just that smile. From ear, her smile's up here, and you just see the tears falling.
That
and
shit'll
you're
fuck
like,
you
yo,
up.
what the fuck?
That shit'll fuck you up, bro.
Ben, if you see that shit, you're gonna cry. That's
Listen.
the kind of shit that we were seeing in Wano.
And then at the end of Wano, the first thing you think about when they finally liberate that shit, you think back, you're like, bro, these motherfuckers gonna have food to eat, bro. These guys are thank God they got rid of these motherfuckers, bro. Bro, it was a long uphill battle to get to the end of Wano. And like what they gave us, Luffy going Gear 5, you learn more about Joy Boy, all the shit that they gave us, bro, the fights, all that. That's why I say
The world building and the lore was amazing.
Yeah, bro. I fuck with Just Roasted though. Listen,
That was
that's tough, but that's just one of the moments.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you, that's just one of the moments.
That's
bro.
gonna be a hard. I gotta get. I gotta get to
Hey,
that.
look at my face. Look at my face.
Yeah.
They turned a girl's dad into a toy soldier who made him raise her, who never knew that was her dad.
Oh yeah, and he's
That did
that was
happen.
crazy.
That
That
did
was
happen.
crazy
Yeah.
work.
There was a
That
girl
was
turning the townspeople into toy soldiers.
Toyland.
Toyland.
Was it called Toyland, or what did they call it? It was another name for
We
it.
got
right?
God Usopp
Yeah, but
and
listen,
the Tantatas.
Wano was different.
Wano was different, bro.
Wano was
We got the scabbards, bro.
Yeah, we saw Yamato. Bro,
We
we
saw
saw
Odin.
We saw bro.
We saw Odin. We saw
Goldie
Roger
Roger
fight.
versus Newgate.
No. We doing that different. We're not talking about things that popped up in
No,
a time.
that's not what, that's world building. For us
Yeah.
to
Oh, we
learn
talking
more
about-
about I'm just saying like that these are things that happen in the
Yeah.
arc that you have to throw on. Like these are huge parts, bro. That shit broke the internet.
Okay.
When them boys canceled out Whitebeard and Roger
So
canceled out.
who's a better villain?
Oh,
Wait,
that-
real
okay.
quick. Wait,
All right.
I want to get a recap.
Yeah,
of-
yeah.
Let's get a recap of your top 5.
Right.
So 5.
Let me hear them. Let me hear them from top to bottom,
Okay.
and then I kind of want to hear about the villain.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And that's how we'll wrap it up. I know we're getting close to
Yeah.
time. So that's what it is. So 5 was Egghead.
Yeah, 5 was Egghead.
4 was
Enos Lobby.
what?
Enies
Yeah,
Lobby.
Enies Lobby.
3 was Marine Ford.
3 was
Ford.
Marine Ford.
Yeah.
2
And 2 is for Brad.
almost 1.
Yeah, almost 1. Dressrosa.
Dress-
Very
Rosa.
close.
Dressrosa.
And then
Dressrosa.
number 1 was Wano.
Wano.
Gotta be Wano. Now I want to get to this. You said who's a better villain?
Who is the better villain?
That's tough.
That's not tough.
Yeah.
It depends. How you look at it.
I like Doflamingo
Okay, yeah.
more than I like.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I 1000% Doflamingo is. But when you talk about bro, Kaido was
Yeah.
pressure,
They're starving.
bro.
I didn't even feel like Kaido was an evil villain. Don't
Bro,
you get
I
Kaido
thought-
was just looking out for himself almost? That's all
Bro.
it came down to.
So is Dofi.
That's what I'm saying.
He
So is
doesn't even
Dofi.
look like
That's
a bad
villainous.
dad to me.
Brad,
Like-
I mean, Ben, let me ask you a question. When we talk about, because Dofi was dope, bro. Don't get me wrong. Listen, I think Dofi is a
Dofi
cooler, like, if you ask me personally, but like, if you really want to talk about villainous shit, bro,
Yeah.
the people that were in Dressrosa,
Yeah.
they didn't even really know that
They were
Dofi
still
was like a
happy.
bad. Correct.
They were still happy.
These motherfuckers, they didn't even know that
Yeah,
they're being
they're-
rude. It
they're
was still
bopping
kind
around.
of cool. You know what I'm
Cooling,
saying?
they're
Like,
bopping around cooling.
bro, in Wano, bro.
They
You
were
couldn't
starving.
eat. You thought you were gonna every day. There's a chance you were gonna die, bro. This nigga Kaido was just,
Yeah.
bro. They had one day in the whole year where people can be free. It was a festival, and you still can fuck around and get killed, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
Bro, they had factories. The water was poisonous.
Oh wow.
And Wano used to be a beautiful. It's like the One Piece world of Japan. Like it was a very beautiful like fruit.
Cherry
Flowers,
blossoms,
this-
they
everything.
just-
Yeah.
they
man.
Come, he
Murked it.
murked that shit, bro. He
Yeah.
turned it into an industrial fucking zone, bro. He didn't, bro. It was crazy.
People
Let me ask
that were
you.
under Doflamingo's rule were
They lived life.
they were bopping.
Like, yeah, because like,
People under Kaido's rule were dying. They were starving. They
Yeah.
had nothing.
They had
All right,
nothing, bro.
cool.
They were praying for the day somebody was
literally praying.
Good question. Let me ask
Yeah.
y'all a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kaido's son.
Yamato.
Or
He knew his son wanted to be like the enemy, right?
yeah.
Odin. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he let him live.
Yeah, he
It's your
starved
son.
starved
Yeah.
them
It's your
first.
Child.
Starved them first and left them with the enemy.
And
for,
left him in
for
shock
months.
and told him he was
His son.
bro. He was wearing shackles that he said if you touch them, they're gonna blow up. What do you?
Right. Yeah, but like, what did Doflamingo do to Chorus?
He killed his brother. He killed his brother.
Okay.
He killed his brother.
That's crazy.
Listen,
You got me.
That is villainous. That's villainous as fuck. That's
your
villainous as
villain,
fuck.
my villain.
That's villainous as fuck.
Listen,
That's
no,
villainous as
listen.
fuck.
I love Doflamingo.
Yeah.
Do not get me wrong. For me, I have more likable traits towards Doflamingo. That's why I say Kaido is worse because I hate Kaido.
Kaido is sick, bro.
I hate him.
Psychopath,
But
bro.
to me, Kaido isn't like he's just a generic villain almost. He
Generic?
He was big dog,
He's
bro.
strong, but like,
Not even just strong, bro. Like all the shit
I
that
don't care.
you want to talk about Aura, bro. That's one of them. There's only a couple people that have, or bro, Kaido. All the shit that Oda was telling us to make it, bro. They backed that shit up and then some.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That motherfucker Kaido was doing, bro.
I believe Kaido
when he
was the
started
man.
drinking, bro, and he had it. It's like, I forgot how they describe, bro. He was a maniac, bro.
The different phases. He was like
Yeah,
crying, then he
bro.
was angry, then
And the
bro,
last one was like him like drunk. And
Yeah.
bro, this nigga was
so y'all think Kaido is a better villain?
villain. I would say yes. He's a better villain, bro. This nigga, everybody hated Kaido, bro.
I looked at
Everybody-
I just
Doflamingo.
looked this guy up. He's massive.
Bro, I look,
Yeah,
the way I
He's
look at
massive.
yeah, Kaido is irredeemable.
yeah.
Dofi is redeemable.
Dofi's definitely redeemable.
Doflamingo is redeemable.
Doflamingo to this
He's
day is still a
redeemable.
bad guy. First off,
Yeah, no, he is. He's
But
still
he's
a bad guy.
redeemable.
Kaido had some sort of honor or respect. Do you remember when our buddy impeded on the fight? He was like, "Come on!" Like Kaido has honor and respect. He respected Luffy.
He still killed-
Doflamingo
he still
did
killed
not
Oden, though.
respect none of
Doflamingo
it.
loved
still
everybody
killed
in
Oden,
his
though.
family.
No, his family. Kaido
loved all
loved
them.
King.
Right, yeah, but that's what
That's
I'm saying.
his crew. That's his crewmate.
He loved his son.
Doflamingo loved his crew.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
loved them.
His crew.
Every last
but
one of them.
everybody else on the planet could die a horrible
That's how
death.
Kaido was-
Kaido was the same
Doflamingo
way.
still to this day did not respect and care about anybody who wasn't in his crew.
Bro, Kaido pulled the Uno reverse on not Orochi.
Yeah.
Bro, tried to kill Orochi, bro. That boy's
Yeah.
been doing business for years.
For years.
That boy's been doing. Kaido wouldn't have got where he was without Orochi.
Right.
Dog, we
And he
all
tried to kill
wanted
him.
to kill Orochi. I
That's
don't
a
care.
fact.
Fuck Orochi.
That's
Yeah,
a fact.
Orochi's like the
Fuck
most
that
hated
Sick.
character
Fuck
in
nasty motherfucker.
Nasty
Fuck
work.
that guy.
Regardless,
Motherfucker.
we did come to a general conclusion, and
Yeah.
I'm just trying to push my favorite. And I like everybody.
And this villain thing has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
spitting.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
spitting.
yeah.
Everything's
Everybody
locked in.
has their
Everything's
favorite
locked in.
arcs.
Yeah.
Everybody has their favorite arcs. Fred, I'm sure he has some that didn't
Yeah,
make the
Wano.
list.
Wano's
I
my favorite
had-
though.
Yeah,
It was. If I promise you, Zoro went off.
you had Egghead
If this
up
is
there
if
in the
we're
top
talking
two.
about selfishly, if we want to be, bro, I had Egghead was definitely I wanted to put, but y'all boys talked me off the ledge.
Yeah.
Alright,
I almost put. I was gonna do.
yeah,
Y'all boys talked me off the ledge. There
So-
wasn't really much fighting. Like I enjoyed the fighting, but it wasn't a lot.
Let's
It wasn't
point
a
out-
lot.
Let's put out each other's worst takes.
What? Let's talk about it.
My worst take was Thriller Bark, guys. I tried to.
He tried to push for Thriller
Try to
Bark.
push that. Yeah.
Mine was probably Egghead. I tried to put Egghead a little too high.
I did not have one.
I was excited about that.
My worst one was Whole Cake, and that's not that bad.
You had Whole
Whole
Cake in the
Cake
top two.
Compared to Thriller Bark,
You had Whole Cake in the top two.
I did not have it in the top
Yes,
two.
you did.
You tried
Did
to
I?
You tried to push
Yes.
Whole Cake up, bro.
You tried to have Whole Cake in the
I
top
said,
two.
I said Whole Cake. I said Whole Cake was not. It can't,
No,
can't even
but
be
for
top.
for me, the reason I say Whole Cake is because I'm a
You
big.
love Sanji.
I love Sanji. I love Luffy.
You guys
so,
leave your heart out of this.
Yeah,
brother.
I know.
Leave your heart out of
and
this.
and
one.
you guys talk me off a ledge.
Yeah, it's
it is
okay.
what
It
it
happens.
is.
It happens.
Look, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. All right, guys. On that note, this is good. I like this one. I felt good about this.
Yeah.
I feel like we got a lot of content now. I'm glad. We always
Yeah.
love talking about One Piece, man.
I love
we love
One
that
Piece.
One Piece
Love
talk,
One Piece.
man.
I love it.
Listen, I don't know. You guys got anything last second? You know,
Listen, I know we named the big arcs, but I do want to give a shout out to those arcs that we lost in the way.
yeah.
Imple down.
The East Blue arc, I think that is a great starter arc, and that everybody got into. Let's see,
Imple down.
Arlong Park was.
Arlong Park.
definitely-
Yeah.
Arlong Park.
Arlong
Yeah.
Park was a good one.
Let's get Alabasta.
Alabasta.
We're gonna go back to Alabasta.
Listen,
Scout,
shout
Jaya.
out to all the Bonclay fans.
Yeah, it's a
Yes. So whatever your favorite arc is, remember, One Piece, we are a family, a community. Do not throw any hate
Yeah.
towards anybody
It's
in
our
these
opinion.
comments.
This is our
I want to
opinion.
see your favorite arcs in the comments.
Correct. I'm glad Brad brought that up. We've been getting a lot of engagement. Listen, I'm looking at these stats. Don't think we don't know what we're doing. Guys, subscribe. You
Yeah,
like the
please,
content. We
please.
see things are going up. We see you guys like what's going on. Subscribe, like, comment. We always talk. We're going to talk back. Hit us up on our emails. Animanga Junkeez podcast at gmail.com. Come on, guys. You guys like what you see. We got a lot more for you guys. Help us out.
Yeah, and listen, don't be afraid to give us some ideas for the next episode. Listen, we love it. Like my brother said, talk to us and we're gonna talk back. We love you guys. Just keep showing us love too. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Yeah.
Also, I want to advise you guys to share your favorite anime and manga into the chat so we can review it and also get back to you. I would love to start a channel where we actually reply back to your anime and manga ideas or manga suggestions and tell what we think of it.
100%. 100%. All right, I think that's it, guys. Ben, you got anything? You got anything for us, brother?
No, guys. I mean, it was another great show.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get this thing out there, and honestly, I'm excited to dive into One Piece.
Yeah.
Because
Crazy.
I know I was kind of a little more quiet. I didn't know too much about One Piece.
Yeah.
I'm taking it one anime at a time,
Yeah.
but dude, I'm excited. You guys know so much. I'm excited to. You know what's cool?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
whenever I have some questions,
Yeah.
I know that I can just be like, "Yo, what's
That's
going on
alright.
here?" And you guys are like, "Oh, you," and then you get my brain going, and then it's a really good kind of.
That's what we're here for.
Connection.
That's
I
what
love
we're
it.
here
I love
for.
it.
I'm gonna
I love
get
it.
Ben into like One Piece and tell me his favorite arc is gonna be Fishman Island.
Yo.
Hody Jones.
Hody
Jones.
We're not gonna talk
All
about
right.
how Zoro fought that nigga underwater. All right, guys. All right, guys. Thank you again. Thank you so much for your time, Ben. This is it. Sign us out, baby. And he's not ready. Why? It's okay. We still love you.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there you
thank
go.
you so much for watching Animanga Junkeez. 2 E's, 1 I.
No eye.
No.
Oh,
I.
fuck.
It's okay. It's
Nah,
okay.
I'll cut that
keep
out.
that
I'll
in
cut-
there.
Keep that in.
Sorry,
Fuck
sorry.
it. Fuck it.
2 E's, no I.
Yeah.
Stay golden, baby.
Ooh. The whole thing fucked up. That was good. That was good.